Hey guys, so this is the second part of Her Tears Were My Light, and previously we were stuck in a loop, and right now we're still stuck in the loop. So we're just trying to work out how to get out of the loop, and we cannot rewind, so we might have to just go back to the memories that we had. So ooh. Okay, I don't know what to do now. But we should have saved something back there. Using save points is completely optional. But I think it's the only way. We might have to reset everything. So, just fast forward. Yes, we're back here again. You're alive. I thought something terrible happened, but you're right here. I'm glad you're still okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that time can go back all the way back. Huh? She looked at me like she never seen me before. Because of course she hadn't seen me before. This space was new. How could I have expected her to remember what happened? In my excitement to see her alive and well, I'd forgotten that rule. I decided to try recreating the first memory. Never mind. Let's do a save point here. Wait. Okay, return. Excuse me, but have you been crying? I feel so lonely. Just a second. I think we better do a save point here. Yes, we better do one here. Okay. Excuse me, but have you been crying? Same thing. I felt so lonely. I just can't stop. Now someone's here. I didn't think someone would come, but you're here. Wow, I'm so happy. If you're happy, then stop crying. Honestly, Space. Huh? How did you know my name? Of course I didn't. Of course I know your name, even though you didn't tell it to me the first time either. This isn't fair. I didn't even get to introduce myself. Sniffle. Oh, so do you remember when we first played? So in the first play, Time was like, oh, it's you, Space, and she's like, oh, why is it you again? Like, how did you know my name? And it was always that loop. It was always a loop. So interesting. This isn't fair. I didn't even get to introduce myself. And oh yes, that's how it happened. So is there an ending? Or does it loop on forever? Time. What are you doing? Saying it 8 times, let me remember. Except it's impossible for you to remember when to go back to before I told you. So Time, where did you come from? Okay, let's do another save point. We did I don't know. The future. Okay, I'm gonna choose the future. Would you believe me if I told you I came from the future? Huh, when I thought I was all alone, you proved me wrong, so I'll believe whatever you say. Besides, proved me wrong, so I'll believe whatever you say. Okay, yeah, I get it. Besides, there's this feeling in my chest that you are definitely someone I can trust. I'm glad. Well, it's true. I did come from the future. We've already met before, and you wanted to search this void to see if we could find anyone or anything else. That does sound like something I'd want to do. Did we find anyone? Someone found us, but it's hard to explain what happened. I don't want to scare her. We didn't find anyone. That's why I think we should stay together. Oh, it would be sad if there was anyone out there, and they were feeling as lonely as I was. I lied to her. She said she'd believe whatever I say, and I took advantage of that trust. But I didn't know how to tell her what happened. I want to avoid the ending I saw before. If this path didn't lead us something better, I could always make a save point and rewind from here. Alright, since they told us, it's good advice. Hey, Time, if you're from the future, why did you come here? Well, so I'd be able to talk to you again. Then, in the future, we're not able to talk anymore? Oh no, she's too smart. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, uh-oh. I'll reassure her so she doesn't start crying again. Yes, we were separated, but I'm going to change it so that does not happen. That's a relief. I should figure out a backup plan too, so that you're not the one working hard at this. Hey, how did you find me in the first place? That's easy. I already knew where you'd be waiting for me. But I'm talking about the very first meeting. Yeah, exactly, because she started on the loop. Before you knew where I was. What about then? I just followed your stars and here you were. Oh, that means, hey, if we ever get separated, I can just cry. That way you'll always be able to find me. Sure, but I don't know if I like the thought of making you cry. I won't have to, as long as you're here with me. I'm kind of afraid to go back to being alone. I don't want to be alone either. I'm glad you feel the same. Time. Would it be alright to just lay here together? Just for a little while? A little while. If you want to, then I don't mind. I held her hand so that Neil wouldn't be able to sneak up on us. Our fingers interlaced so easily, it was as if they belonged together like this, but that was impossible. That feeling, even if it didn't make any sense, only made me hold tighter. Because space will always lose to time. Wait, to Neil. No. As long as I held on to space, Neil wouldn't be able to take her away. We could lay here and admire the stars together and never do anything else. I'd be satisfied just like this. Time, can I ask you something? What is it? What happened before? What was it that you came back in order to change? I already told you we got separated. I know, but I definitely wouldn't have been crying if that happened. Would have been crying if that happened. Couldn't you follow my stars? I couldn't. You weren't able to make them anymore. That's terrible. Yeah, it was. I'm glad she came back. If we couldn't find each other, I'd want to change that too. We lay there in silence for a while. I had the feeling space could sense I was waiting for something. She didn't ask what. As long as I held on to her, she had nothing to worry about. Let's do a save point over here, because I have a bad feeling about this. Neil surely was watching us from somewhere. From somewhere the light from the spaces started in reach. I wanted to be ready. I wanted to be able to stop her when she appeared. But we fell asleep. Rewind. No, we can't rewind here. There she is again. No, no. I let it happen again. I've lost space again. Time. Don't go back anymore. Why are you doing this? She's just going to trap me here again, isn't she? Another ending. Stay. 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 Back we go. Back we go. Oh, okay. Back to the save point we go. Now, which save point? This one? Wait. I didn't mean that. Wait, warp. Let's warp. The start. But I was pretty sure after this there wasn't a save point. So we should be fine. If I had to give it a name, I'd call it the start. The start. Yeah, see what makes sense to begin at the start. Oh no. I feel like this is the same thing. Okay. Oh, there's 4 things. Alright, hang on. Let me overwrite that creepy ending and then come back. So if there's a beginning, is there an end? Who knows? Probably. I've already seen it. You wouldn't like it. Oh boy. Well, let's see. And we could go with a sad ending. Let's choose. I've already seen it. I've seen the end. I didn't like it very much, so I came back here. You didn't like it? That means... oh no. What if the end is sad? The start was lonely. Oh, this was the same. This was the same. This is the same. Okay, let's go back. Oh, alright. I've already seen it. Wait, actually, we already chose that. Oops, sorry. Let's go with a sad one. Probably. It would make sense for that to be the case. You think so too? I wonder what it's like. What if the end is sad? The start was lonely. Would the end be lonely too? I don't want that. You cry a lot, don't you? Oh no, this is the same as well. Okay, let's go back and choose the last option. You wouldn't like it. Space. Finally, there's something different. The ends that I've reached so far had been the same. Neil takes you and all of your stars away. Neil? Yes, Neil. The truth is, I've come back from this awful future so I can save you from her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I let myself get taken away. It's not your fault, Space. You don't want to be all alone either, do you? If you feel the same as me, then it must have hurt. It's okay. I'm able to come back to prevent things like this. Please don't cry. Okay. Oh no. I told Space about the other versions of our meeting that I knew of. Wait, can we go back? Yeah. Alright, let's do a save point here. I told her that Neil was somehow able to limit my powers, trapping me in loops and keeping me from rewinding far enough to stop her whenever she appeared. And Space wanted to help. She said if we worked together, we might have a chance. It was better than trying to fight this monster on my own. Neil seems to only appear when we let our guard down. I tried waiting before, but we fell asleep. Then we have to make the first move. But what should we do? Save point? I don't know. If we could go back far enough, just enough to know exactly what's going to happen, so that I'd be able to fix it. The only way I've been able to learn anything is through seeing you get taken away. I don't want to watch that happen again. Time. Okay. Let us just save. Here. You're working hard, aren't you? I want to help. Oh, she's blushing. I don't want you to feel alone. I'm still here, so I hope I can do something for you. We stayed like this for a while. She was warm. It felt nice. I considered pausing the universe here in this moment. You know what? Let's save this. But we can't overwrite everything though. Okay, let's just... After all, moving forward could cause something awful to happen again, and it was up to me whether or not to let this path play out. Great. We're doomed. But I knew I didn't have to be afraid, because I wasn't alone. Ugh, there she is. Neil had already shown herself. Why are you doing this? This is Neil? Why do you look like me? Oh yeah, she sort of does. A negative version of her. You're the copy. Why won't you stay erased? You're the copy. Why won't you stay erased? Space, run! I'll stop her. But I don't want to be separated from you. It's only temporary. I promise I'll be able to find you later, so get out of here. I don't like this. I don't like this. In an instant, Neil's body blinked out of existence. She slipped through my she slipped through my grasp. Again and again. Oh no, and once again, Space was gone. Was there nothing I could do? Neil had beaten me no matter what I tried. My attempts to change fate were only hurting Space again and again. Time. Why won't you look at me? You keep taking Space away. Of course I wouldn't want to look at someone who'd do that. You're crying for her? I felt so overwhelmed by hopelessness, I barely noticed my tears. How strange, I thought, for me to cry so easily. Space was always the one who... And there was again the feeling I'd known her for much longer than I possibly could have. I didn't understand these feelings. Aren't you going to reset again? What's the point if you always... Again. She said again. Then she remembers the other times that I asked you before, what are you? I am nil, emptiness, void, whatever you want to call me. Wherever there is something, I want to make it nothing. Does that make sense? Why would you do that? Want to do that? You exist just to take Space away. Space exists to take me away. Why can't you understand? Must I explain it to you? Okay, let's do a save point. Alright guys, I'm going to end it here, and my next video will be the next part of this game. Take care!